Hello streams! How is everyone doing on this lovely little reset day? On this lovely... How do I say it, man? Couple of weeks? Maybe a week left before 8.2. People have been panicking, boys. I've been panicking. 8.2, some people have been suggesting 8.2 is gonna happen way earlier than expected. Way earlier as expected. The night. Oh boy, completely. I kind of wandered off here. Weekly chess, man. We started off from the top today. Did we start off from the top or bottom last time? I think actually we started off with the top, so we do bottom today. Yeah, push. Yeah, push. Yeah, man. They're saying season 2 is nearly over, so a lot of people are predicting that 8.2, and this is what my brother said, and I didn't really believe him. I didn't think it was gonna be like this, but a lot of people are saying now that it's gonna be the 19th or definitely the 26th. But some people are even saying it's gonna be the 19th, man. 19th. Ooh, the 19th, man, for 8.2. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I haven't played for quite a while. I actually did 2 videos yesterday. And one of them completely got invalidated. So I did a video about the Paladin thing. And the Paladin nerfs were 4%, but today people realized it's actually 6% nerf. So okay, that's fine. The video is about 4%, 2% is not that much more. It's okay, the video is still going to be somewhat relevant for the Holy Paladins. That's fine. Then I did a video about the ever-rising tide essence for Mistweavers, where you're able to stack the crap out of it to get like maximum healing bonus. And I've just realized that today Blizzard has kind of made a weird cap on it. So you can't spam Soothing Mist and get a maximum thing on it. And that video was supposed to be uploaded today or tomorrow. And it's kind of... I don't know, man. Can't even do it. I can't even upload it anymore now. I was spent a decent amount of time doing it, man. Wait, let me say hello to the Chatterino. Mirax, thank you for the Prime subscription, dude. If you're in chat, welcome, dude. Welcome to this pleb stream. Hello, Daddy the Consumer on YouTube and Twitch, dude. How are you doing today? Hello, Placid. How are you today, man? Juicy Vape Minecraft God 419. Specific name, dudes. Good look on the chest, dude. I have not gotten an upgrade for the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm not expecting anything on this. Hello, Nicola. Been getting back into Wrestle Druid and used one of your YouTube videos, so thank you. Wrestle Druid. I was kind of expecting Wrestle Druid nerfs, if I'm honest with you, for 8.2 in terms of mastery stacking. And maybe some buffs in raids or something. But honestly, the way that it's looking, if 8.2 is happening in 1 week or max 2 weeks, like, Wrestle Druid scale with mastery really freaking well. So I don't see meta changing for Druids, even with the new affix, the beguiling. which I've tested a couple of days ago. I don't know, man. I've checked out the essences as well, Vision of Perfection, the Ever Rising Tide. Like, I'm ready to do a video about healers, I guess. Oh, Mr. Hoof wants a PvP stream. I don't know if this is a PvP stream today, dude. I don't know, man. Oh, hello, XNoSkills. How are you doing today, dude? The 8.2 hype. Getting Treacherous Coven is still the best trade to go after Rest of Druid. It's not just Rest of Druid, it's the best for every healer, basically. Getting like 3 Treacherous Coven is like super strong for nearly every content in there. Hello, Jarrod. I'm leveling this priest. This priests are always strong. Hello, WoW Mice. How are you doing today, man? Out having a point. I think I'll go home, play some WoW. Wait, are you in a bar right now? Are you in a bar right now? Let's not dilly-dally here. Let's not dilly-dally.
Step closer and
Ooh, 20 world quests for 1k. Wait. Are these garrison resources still going to be used in 8.2, right? Or war resources, they're gonna be used in 8.2. Like here, that's yeah, boys. None of my characters at level 50 AP levels, because I don't know what healer I'm gonna play, dude. I am legit super lost. I'm gonna make a video about the healers that I wanna play, and in the video, it'll be basically I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, man. Like, Rest of Druid is still looking really strong. Like, there's a couple of things that I know for a fact, because I've tested the PTR. I've tested the Beguiling. Beguiling seems to be pretty interesting. Is it healer defining? Not really. Like, Moonfire spam to knock back a mob is actually pretty cool. Maybe not Typhoon and Ring of Peace are pretty strong for them as well. So straight away those things are kind of interesting. Technically Rest of Shaman would fall down because, you know, Earth Elemental was really strong for Reaping. Earth Elemental is not really strong for Beguiling at all. There isn't really... Well, maybe if you want Earth Elemental to off-tank. So you can say that Rest of Shamans might fall a little bit. Disc Priests, Holy Priests are in pretty much similar position. There is a chance that Blue DKs might come into Mythic Plus meta and all of a sudden you won't need a battle res, and this opens up a spot for possibly like Holy Paladin to come in, maybe Mistweaver to come in into the Mythic Plus meta. But Holy Paladin is gonna be weird, man, because I'm not sure whether Holy Paladin is gonna be using Glimmer or not. Glimmer was never a really big part of Mythic Plus, but I don't know. I don't know. In raid situations, I was looking at Mistweaver and the Ever Rising Tide Essence stacking, which actually made Mistweavers pretty interesting and maybe pretty strong in certain situations, but that has been nerfed. That has been nerfed. So now like every single healer probably has a similar way of stacking Ever Rising Tide thing. So it kind of puts them in line. So what do we really know without really looking at the raid bosses? I've looked at some of the raid bosses. Some of them like absorbs are strong. Big surprise, man. Surprise. Discipline priests are always going to be really strong for progression raiding in World of Warcraft because of their damage and stuff like that. Holy Paladins, even with the nerf, are still looking to be pretty good for raids. Although these nerfs have me a little bit, they have me worried a little bit, just because maybe Blizzard is going to push it a bit more and change more things about Glimmer. Like, you never know. Mistweavers is still in the same. It just seems like the meta for raids is the exact same thing that was happening in 8.15. it doesn't feel like it's changed. This priest is an amazing progression because of the damage. The mana essence might be strong for them. Holy Paladin is like a climber spec from the end of 8.15 to the start of 8.2. They've been kind of scaling pretty well, which is really weird because of the glimmer issues. But they've been doing pretty well, so they might be brought in for the top end rating as well. Mistweaver might fit into this niche again of tank healing / AoE healing. And you know, the 5% physical buff is nice. Resto Shaman for high-end content, I can still see it. I can still see it the same. Igneous Potential. It's like for really high-end content, Resto Shaman is still probably going to be, unless Igneous Potential is gonna get nerfed, which I haven't seen anything happening towards Resto Shamans towards that. But unless Igneous Potential gets nerfed for the top-end guilds, they'll be like, hey, let's bring a Resto Shaman, he'll DPS and only heal when needed. And when you really think about it, the mana trait could actually be really strong for Resto Shaman with Igneous Potential. Think about it. You'll just be DPSing most of the time, not using that much mana. And you will only have to heal for like, I don't know, 10-20 seconds when cooldowns are up. So you can just proc your mana essence, get as many stacks as possible, heal for that 10 second / 9 second combo, so about 18-second combo, heal for that 18 seconds, pop your cooldowns, and then go back to DPS. Like, it almost feels like it fits into the Shaman playstyle pretty well. But it's, again, Igneous Potential crap, or Igneous Potential thing. Who am I missing? Holy Priests. Holy Priests probably still... I haven't looked at the fights, and it's kind of hard to say. I haven't, it's hard to say, but like Holy Priest is like, you know, the AoE healer. The AoE healer of the thing. Arguably better than Resto Druid at AoE healing. But maybe with stacking it's gonna be different. Because Resto Druids have always scaled really well. Resto Druids have always scaled with mastery really well. But then again... It's like when you want to choose a Druid healer, or when you want to choose a raid healer, you basically choose... When you want to choose a pure raid healer, you usually go between Holy Priest or Resto Druid. And then depending on the fight, you go with one. Over the course of 8.15, Holy Priest has won out in many fights over Resto Druid. It'll be interesting to see if that's gonna happen in 8.2. So like the meta for healers doesn't seem that crazy different. The only things that I can see in terms of healer meta is like maybe Bloody Gaze are gonna come into tanking more, which is debatable at this point. Then you're gonna have a free battle res spot, so you might be able to bring in at this moment. I'm looking at Holy Paladin or Mistweaver Monk for Mythic Plus. And in raiding situations, it seems the exact same, man. It honestly feels the exact same. Resto Shaman is a utility healer. Discipline Priest is a DPS / healer. Holy Paladin kind of fits in the same role as Discipline at this moment. So if you need to push the DPS, you probably will go with like a lot of the times it's like, are the DPS checks are going to be really tight? We're gonna go with Discipline Priest, maybe Holy Paladin. Are the DPS check is the healing checks really hard? Maybe there is. From what I've heard, healing checks are actually pretty hard. So maybe they're gonna go with like Holy Priest or Resto Druid. Or Mistweaver to help with the single target and AoE healing. I haven't seen the tank damage in the new raid either. Hello, Mr. Boomtown! I missed out, dude. I missed out. I didn't say anything, dude. I didn't even see it. Mr. Boomtown. Hello, Chris! I started leveling a new Horde Druid the weekend, got him to level 15 so far. Damn, dude. Buff to the Earth Shield would be good. I don't know if there's going to be... Like, 8.2 is legitimately, like, my call, in my eyes, is happening in 2 weeks. Max. 2 weeks, absolutely max. Possible next week. Possibly next reset. Very unlikely, but possibly next reset. But max 2 weeks, 8.2 is coming out. What does that mean? There's probably not going to be made... next week is probably going to be the last week where there's going to be changes happening or something. But then again, there's possibly next week is probably the last time we're gonna see some changes. And then after 8.2 is released, right before the raid is released, or the Mythic raid is released, right before the Mythic raid is released, we'll see healer changes then happening as well. Probably. So there's 2 points in the next, like, in 8.2. There's 2 points that there's a possibility for changes, or at least historically speaking, there's possibility for changes. Rest of Shaman at the bottom. Was the rest of Shaman main? I was shocked to see that on Mythic BOD content, rest of Shaman is always on top, but I guess logs show otherwise. A lot of the rest of Shaman in logs and stuff like that, they end up going with Igneous potential, stuff like that. Rest of Shamans can do good healing. Honestly, they can do a lot of healing, especially on stack situations. But in high-end progression, they're the kind of utility healers that can do DPS, which doesn't look like it's gonna change. Hello, Starling. I did a +5. There you go, dude. 15 the other day. It's all about damage prevention because it's hard for Resto Shaman to catch up, and I'm level 404. I mean, with Cloud Bursts. Wait, but what week is here? Let's open the weekly chest, man. I don't even know what affixes are this week. TVC, but I've never rolled a healer before. Which healer would you recommend? Type in !healers. The video will bring you to a... Oh, I made this video specifically for that question. !healers. It'll highlight every single healer, and if you like that playstyle, go for it, dude. Go for it, player Ineos. I'm feeling the urge to heal in your great inspiration. However, I can't decide between Mystery Monk or Priest. Both are fun, but I don't know. Dude, it's the same with me. I can't decide on the healer that I'm gonna be playing. I honestly, what I was saying there is kind of... I'm trying to think out loud, because I can't decide what healer is going to be good for Mythic. Because I want the healer for Mythic Plus and Raids. But it's like, because it's going to be so annoying, man, leveling, getting the essences. From what I've seen, getting essences is not account wide. So you need to, like, you know, get the rep for that, do PvP for this, get the PvE achievements, do the Mythic Plus for this, and unlock essences. So it's going to be super annoying to maintain 3 or 4 healers at the start of 8.2. You can probably do 2 healers, maybe 3 max, to a certain extent, at the start. But you will definitely be forced into picking a main character that you're gonna get the most. I need to watch the video as well, Hoof. Hello, A versus Pete. How are you doing today, dude? Like, I honestly haven't put a lot of thought into which healer I'm gonna play, and I don't know. Let's see, man. Let's see what pleb loot is gonna be here. Wait, did I do... I think I did all the things. Yesterday, for the last 2 days, I've been working really heavily on videos that are useless, dude. Because my brother is coming down this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because it's his last day before work, so he wanted to come down here, and I was kind of preparing for that as well. What is this? Do I have good shoes? No, I don't. I mean, if this was haste, this would have been fine, but it's the same ones basically. I mean, who cares, man? Like, legitimately. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. This gear is gonna be relevant, man. Like, this gear is gonna be relevant. Irrelevante. The party animal, boys. Yeah, Mistweaver is basically the versatility healer, because he can do single target healing and AoE healing. You just need to be careful with mana. I still have faith that they'll be able to make high content in this expansion. What do you mean high content? In terms of raids or Mythic Plus? I think raids and Mythic Plus has been the highlight of this expansion. I think everything else has been pretty crappy. But from what I've heard, man, from what I've heard, the new raid is supposed to be a little bit better than old year. So BOD in my eyes was a really fun raid. So the next raid is not supposed to be as good as BOD. And it's supposed to be a little bit better than old year. So it's like, yikes, dude. It's like, yikes. Yikes, man. At least Classic will be there soon. If I had to recommend a healer to someone who has never played, what would you recommend? The video that I did, ! healers. Because it's a silly question. It's a silly question to say like, what healer would you recommend? The 6 healing specs or the 5 healing classes, a lot of them have a unique playstyle. Like Druid is all about the HOTS, and like if you play a Druid, you have to be a type of healer who's like, I don't care if the person is like 80% HP. I have a HOT on them. Let the HOT do the work. Let it go. Like your HOT's building up slowly and slowly and slowly. If you go to Holy Paladin Glimmer of Light, it's more like dishing out these mini beacons, glimmers on everybody. It's a completely different playstyle. Holy Priest is more about pure AoE healing. Tons of their abilities are like AoE based abilities. The single target can suffer a little bit. Resto Shaman is like all about stacking up. It all depends on what kind of playstyle you like. It's not like, oh hey, your friend is gonna like Resto Shaman. I don't know, man. Like I honestly don't know if your friend is gonna like that. That's why I always link. That's why I always do the. That's why I made the. Oh, I don't even know if the bot has this shit. I'm so sorry, dudes. That's why I made a video that, without bias towards, hey, this healer is great in 5-mans or this healer is great in raids or whatever, I made a video of just highlighting what each class does. Oh, it's there. What each class does. So you can watch that video and you can be like, okay, the dots or the hot healing from Resto Druid, that seems fun, man. I don't care whether they're strong in 5-mans or raids. They seem like I'm not gonna do highest end content in the game. I'm going to, like, you know, pleb out with the healer. That seems fun. I want to try it out. Or you can be the exact opposite. Like, I don't want hot healing. I want to top everyone up straight away, instantly. I don't want my hots to be doing most of my work. That's why. That's the reason why I made the Vidarinos. Oh, dude, Holy Paladin, man. Oh my God. Hello, John Paul. How are you today, dude? Took a while, been doing well with mana issues, so much to find out a way to optimize mana T and turn the focus to a very, very fun class. I kind of burned down on my Mistweaver a bit, I'll be honest with you. I still feel Mistweaver is really fun. I burned down on my Mistweaver in 5-mans. I don't know, I just don't enjoy my Mistweaver in 5-mans as much anymore. I enjoy my Mistweaver in raids a lot, like a lot. But in 5-mans, for some reason, I'm like, for 5-mans, probably one of my most fun healers right now has to be maybe Holy Paladin with the Glimmer build. I said it was Resto Druid before, but I honestly finding Holy Paladin pretty cool. I don't know, it's just like the damage potential is so strong as well. I can't seem to choose between Mistweaver and Resto Druid. Like the styles equal, but I can't tell who's going to be better spot in Mythic Plus and raids. Like if there's no changes made to Resto Druids, I don't see Resto Druids not being one of the strongest Mythic Plus healers. I honestly expected Resto Druid nerfs, like something like mastery scaling reduced by, like, I don't know, whatever percentage, and something like I don't know, rejuvenation increased or something like that. Because the biggest thing that makes Resto Druids really strong in 5-mans is how well they scale with mastery, and the more HOTS you have, the more healing you do. And also battle res is a pretty big thing. So it's like I was kind of expecting Resto Druid mastery to have a scale back. Because if it doesn't have a scale back, the additional item levels, I'm trying to think if there's any specific, there really doesn't seem to be any essences